Hey everyone, this is going to be episode 10 of my Injustice 2 character talks, and this video is going to be all about Firestorm, the nuclear man, as they call him. So first we're going to read this little section from my encyclopedia, starting with where it talks about Jason Rush. So Firestorm, second series, number 1, July 2004. Hero, real name Jason Rush. Occupation student, base Detroit, Michigan. Powers include flight and rearranging the atomic and molecular structures of inorganic matter. So we're going to read the little page about Firestorm, then we're going to go on Wikipedia, and I will put the Firestorm gameplay trailer in the description. Okay, so this says, understanding the hero Firestorm is far from a straightforward proposition brought into being as the synthesis of two individuals. Firestorm later went through a number of alternate fusions, whereby varied combinations of people united to create a single champion. The original Firestorm came about when college student Ronnie Raymond and a physics professor Martin Stein fused into one superpowered nuclear man in an explosion at the Hudson Nuclear Facility. In their flame-top Firestorm form, the two could fly and rearrange matter at the molecular level. Ron remained in control of Firestorm, while Martin hitchhiked along as a disembodied consciousness and took an adversary role, his scientific brain providing the complex atomic calculations needed for Firestorm's advanced powers. Martin Stein, the professor, found his calling as a fire elemental, so he's the one that fuses with Ronnie. Here's a little section where it says Frost and Fire. Normally a bitter enemy, the villain killer Frost was hypnotized into loving Firestorm during the crisis, so they did have a relationship during the crisis. Now onto elemental warfare. Operating out of Pittsburgh, Ron and Martin made an efficient team against the likes of Killer Frost and Black Bison, the Russian hero. Pozar later clashed with Firestorm above the Nevada desert when a nuclear missile struck the two combatants. Ronnie and Pozar merged into the second incarnation of Firestorm, controlled by the amnesiac mind Martin Stein. This Firestorm eventually learned that it had been fated to become Earth Fire Elemental, but only with Martin as a host. Ronnie and Pozar had apparently been unnecessary roadblocks in the Earth's spirit Gaia's plan. After Firestorm's involvement in an elemental war on the Swamp Thing, Nide and Red Tornado, as well as the addition of another Russian, I don't know how to say that name, to the mix, Firestorm fissioned off the superfluous personalities to become the correct Firestorm, the fire elemental controlled by Martin Stein alone. Yet this wasn't the end of the Firestorm saga. Ron Raymond realized that the Firestorm powers had been written into his genetic code and served with extreme justice in the Power Company before joining the Justice League of America. The Ron Raymond Firestorm perished in a battle with supervillains, and the powers passed to a Detroit youth named Jason Rush. Rush struggled to deal with his almost limitless abilities. He fought in outer space during the Infinite Crisis, finding welcome help when Martin Stein returned from the cosmos to act as the other half of the Firestorm Matrix that powered the merged superhero. Following the Justice League, then used Firehawk as his partner in the Firestorm Matrix after Martin Stein's disappearance. So I'm going to quickly go to who Firehawk is. Firehawk first appeared in Fury Firestorm number 17, October 1983. Her real name is Lorraine Ryler. She's a hero. And when Ronnie was merged with Lorraine, he was able to use, when Firestorm was merged with Lorraine, he was able to use her powers, which include making objects burst into flame. Her hair and parts of her body seem to be on fire, but the fire does not harm her, and she can fly at great speed. So a little summary for her says, an attempt by the supercriminal multiplex and the villainous industrialist Henry Hewitt to recreate the accident that gave birth to Firestorm the Nuclear Man resulted in the transformation of Lorraine Riley, daughter of Senator Walter Riley, into Firehawk. Brainwashed into fighting the Firestorm, Firehawk shook off her program and helped Firestorm defeat Hewitt in his guise as Tokamak. Firehawk and Firestorm became partners and friends until Firestorm went through personal changes, later elected as a New York Senator. Lorraine had joined the new Firestorm, Jason Rush, to serve as his merge partner for calling forth the Firestorm powers. So, as Firestorm, Jason Rush soon accumulated his own rogues gallery. Here he faced off against the brilliant pupil. This shows a picture of that villain. There's another little thing that says burning up Ron Raymond's acquisition of the Firestorm powers led to a spot on the world's greatest superhero team, and recently Jason Rush has emerged as the possible inheritor of the Firestorm title. And that's all my encyclopedia says for Firestorm, so let's see what we can find on the wikis. So I'm just going to read this summary on the DC database. It says Firestorm is a nuclear-powered superhero with the ability to transmute elements, which I went over. The Firestorm Matrix is a composite of multiple people bonded together, originally high school student Ronnie Raymond controlling the body, and nuclear physicist Professor Martin Stein giving direction as an additional consciousness. Mikhail Arkadin became a later Firestorm. Stein took control at one point, and Lorraine Riley was also part of the Matrix for a period. Jason Rush takes over the identity after the death of Ronnie Raymond during Identity Crisis and goes through several partners, including Mick Wong and his girlfriend Gehenna. Blackest Night sees Ronnie's resurrection, and he's now sharing the Matrix with Rush. Ronnie Raymond was created by Jerry Conway and Al Milgrom, first appearing in Firestorm #1 in 1978. Jason Rush was created by Dan Jolly and Chris Cross, first appearing in Firestorm Volume 3 #1 in 2004. So, let's see if we can find anything interesting about him. Okay, so here's his little origin. Raymond was an average high school senior and the captain of the football team. During a terrorist attack on his school, his fellow classmate Jason Rush produced a vial given to him by Professor Stein, which contained the God Particle. The God Particle transformed both Jason and Ronnie into Firestorm. After an initial disagreement, they decided to work together as the Fury. Okay, so Justice League. Sharing the identity of Firestorm with Ronnie being the brawn and Jason being the brains, Firestorm is considered for recruitment into the Justice League along with several other heroes. They play a large part in the events leading up to the Trinity War, the three-way battle between the Justice League, the original, headed by Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. There is a Rebirth series on that. The Justice League of America, the Argus-sponsored team led by Steve Trevor, Green Arrow, and Amanda Waller, and the Justice League Dark Paranormal team consisting of John Constantine, Zatanna, and the Phantom Stranger. And in Trinity War, Superman is framed for the death of Dr. Light, and the League is taken into custody. And Amanda Waller has Firestorm experiment on their ability to create certain elements. I'm not going to go super in depth about that. Here's a Forever Evil thing. This says, while the Leagues are presumed dead for a time, they are eventually freed from captivity after the Syndicate is defeated by Batman and Lex Luthor's Injustice League. Batman, after gaining possession of Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, this is from Steve Trevor, uses the lasso to draw her and the others out of Firestorm. That's interesting. Alright, so here are all the powers and abilities for Firestorm. I'm going to go over all of them. The video might be a little bit long, but for the Firestorm Matrix, powers include density control. Elements tied to the Firestorm Matrix have complete control over molecules and as such can cause change in the density of solids, liquids, and gases to as light as hydrogen or as heavy as uranium. Eidetic memory, also called matrix memory recall. Elements tied to the Firestorm Matrix can access the memories of each and every single being that has ever been fused into the Matrix. New elements are allowed to automatically download surface information. Energy absorption. Elements tied to the Firestorm Matrix can absorb massive amounts of energy, as well as being able to absorb many types of energy. Most commonly, the elements in Energies associated with life and the human body are absorbed. Also, solar energy is a possible source of energy that can work as an emergency battery for elements out of power. And other abilities, I'm not going to go over all of them actually, because it's a lot. The other powers for the Firestorm Matrix include energy projection, enhanced vision, flight, molecular reconstruction, where elements are tied together into the Firestorm Matrix to create Firestorm. Have one main ability, which all others stem from their atomic fusion, or nuclear nature stem from nuclear physics, tempering with the user's mixture of psychic energies as well as physical properties. So, users accessing Firestorm and the Firestorm Matrix are called elements, as they individually make up the structure of elements and rearrange them. Or no, they are called elements as they individually make up the matrix. Excuse me. Firestorms can break down and reapply subatomic particles as well as break up the molecular structure of elements and rearrange them, which I went over. And the other abilities are phasing, psychic link, regeneration, self-sustenance, superhuman durability, superhuman strength, transformation, pyrokinesis, which has to do with generating flames, and I believe that is all for Firestorm. Pretty much. Let's see. I'm still looking to see if there's anything else I can talk about with him. If not, I will move on to his part in the story for Justice 2. Okay. So, wait a second. There's something about Deathstorm on here. I'm trying to find. So, what I'm gonna do is. Okay, here it is. Earth 3. Firestorm's crime syndicate counterpart during the Trinity War event is introduced as Deathstorm from Earth 3. It is revealed that on Earth 3, Professor Martenstein would experiment on humans to unlock the secret of life through death. He was recruited by one of the crime syndicate's enemies to determine what the syndicate's individual weaknesses were. However, he used a new lab he supplied to continue his human experimentation, eventually experimenting on himself, fusing with a corpse, becoming Deathstorm. He is killed by Mazza, stealing his powers. So let's see what we can find about Deathstorm. I know there's gotta be more than that. So, literally just. Okay, so that's basically all there is for Deathstorm. Okay, so moving on. The Jason Rush version of Firestorm is playable in Injustice 2, and his part in the story is helping Batman pretty much. What do I think of the character in general? Firestorm is a very interesting character. I started researching him after I saw him on The Flash, the Ronnie Raymond version of Firestorm first appeared on Flash, and then we had Jackson as the other Firestorm, who is on Legends of Tomorrow currently. So yeah, that's his story. And just you, he's helping Batman. He's part of the insurgency, all that good stuff. And I really like Firestorm, and I would like to read his comics, even though they got discontinued. The New 52 series did, but I'd still like to read them. And those are my thoughts on Firestorm and the history of Firestorm and all that good stuff. So like and comment if you enjoyed this video. If you're liking the character talks, I will do more. I have plenty more planned for the DLC characters that I talked about in my wish list, and I have other characters such as Green Arrow, Flash to talk about, so I will do that as well. So, thank you for watching. Bye.